Welcome back, 8th graders. Today we are going to unpack something, well, truly massive. We're looking at the foundational, incredible tools we literally use to understand the entire universe around us. Just think about that for a second. The universe is endlessly complicated, right? But today, we're giving you the exact framework you need to start making sense of it all. So bring that energy, focus in, and get ready to completely expand how you see the world.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Proverbs 3:19 tells us, "By wisdom, the Lord laid the earth's foundations." You know, when we talk about science, we aren't just talking about random accidents or some chaotic chain of events. No, we're talking about a grand design. The foundations of the earth, and actually the entire cosmos, were laid down with incredible, intentional wisdom. The scale of this design is just massive. It's totally awe-inspiring. Really, it's a masterpiece, and we get the amazing privilege of studying it.
But honestly, that brings us to a pretty massive question. How can we possibly understand a universe this grand and complex? Seriously, I want you to ask yourself that right now. As young students, as future innovators, and as young stewards of the Earth, how do you even begin to wrap your mind around a world that has trillions of stars, millions of species, and countless totally wild weather systems? It feels overwhelming, right? Well, scientists actually have a secret, and that is exactly what we're going to uncover in this explainer.
Section 1. The Earth's Foundations. Grasping the big idea. All right, so we're zooming in right now from the vast, crazy scale of the universe all the way down to your everyday, practical, scientific learning. And what's really interesting about this is the core framework it gives us. Our big idea is basically this. Science uses systems, models, and patterns. Now, these aren't just, boring vocabulary words to memorize for a test. They're the ultimate connectors. Whether you're studying biology, physics, chemistry, or earth science, these three concepts connect all branches of learning. They're like the lenses that help explain our natural world. When you grasp this big idea, you can take what you learn in one area and apply it to totally new situations. It literally unlocks your ability to learn.
Section 2. 3 Tools of Science. Building your scientist toolkit.
Let's see exactly how this builds. Our very first tool is a system. A system is simply parts that work together to form a complex whole. Think about your own human body. You've got organs, right? Your heart, your lungs, your brain. They're all pumping and communicating, working perfectly together just to keep you alive. Or think about a car. You've got the engine, the steering wheel, the tires. If even one part breaks, the whole system struggles. Looking at the world through systems helps us see how absolutely everything is connected.
Okay, tool number 2 is a model. A model is a simplified version of reality used to explain or test something. Because let's face it, reality is often way too big, too small, or honestly too dangerous to test directly. You can't just hit pause on a hurricane to see how it works, and you definitely can't hold the entire solar system in your hands. So what do? We create simplified versions. Models let us test really big, complicated ideas safely, easily, and practically.
And our third tool is a pattern. A pattern is defined as regular changes or arrangements we can observe to predict what will happen next. It's exactly how ancient sailors navigated the oceans without any GPS. Recognizing patterns is literally what gives scientists a superpower. I'm talking about the power to predict the future. When you see how things regularly change or how they're arranged over and over again, you don't have to guess what's coming next, you just know. And man, that knowledge is incredibly powerful.
Section 3. Seeing science in action. Translating theory to reality.
So we have our definitions down, but let's transition from the what to the how. I want you to see these exact concepts operating in real-life, everyday scenarios. And this brilliantly illustrates how these tools show up everywhere. First up, an aquarium is a perfect system. You've got the fish, the green plants, the water chemistry, and the filters, all working together to sustain life. Second, a paper glider is a fantastic model. When you fold a paper airplane, you're creating a simplified model to simulate a real airplane wing and study how lift works. Finally, daily temperature cycles are a pattern. The way temperatures rise in the day and fall at night allows meteorologists to confidently predict tomorrow's weather. You see, systems, models, and patterns, they are literally all around you.
Section 4. Your scientific mission. Putting your knowledge to the test.
Now listen up, because this isn't some boring homework chore. This is an active, exciting mission. Now that you've got the toolkit, I'm challenging you to be the scientist you are meant to be. Here are your 5 mission objectives. Objective 1, look around your own home and list the components of a household system. Maybe it's your HVAC or your plumbing. Objective 2, draw a simple model of the water cycle, but also tell me its limitation, like what doesn't your drawing capture? Objective 3, describe a pattern in your own weekly schedule and how that superpower of prediction helps you plan. Objective 4, go back to your system from step 1 and explain what happens if you change or remove just one part. And finally, Objective 5, give one advantage and one limitation of using models in general. It's like a giant puzzle, and you can solve it right inside your own home.
Section 5. Education meets biblical morality, the true purpose of knowledge. Let's just take a breath, slow down for a second, and ask the big why. We've talked about the what and the how, but why learn all this in the first place? Well, your newly acquired scientific skills are not just for passing a test. They're meant for godly stewardship. What does that mean? It means you use what you know to care for the systems around you, protecting nature and helping your community. It means using the Earth's resources wisely, not wastefully. And it means using the patterns and models you understand to share truthful information that actually helps others. Your knowledge is a tool for caring for God's creation.
So the crucial point is understanding this contrast, which is really the heart of the Heroes Smart Academy Godly Learners series philosophy. On the one hand, education without morality leads to bad choices that end up hurting you and the people around you. Knowledge without goodness is, well, it's dangerous. But on the other hand, education paired with morality and spirituality is absolutely incredibly powerful. When you pair your sharp scientific mind with a spiritual foundation, Romans 8:6-7 promises true peace of mind. Keeping your mind spiritually grounded while you learn is the exact formula for a life that is both brilliant and peaceful.
I want to leave you with this final provocative thought to chew on. What is the point of being smart if you just use it to make bad choices that end up hurting others? It's a deep question, right? As you step out to complete your scientific missions this week, remember that you are way more than just a student. You are a godly learner and a future steward of the earth. Combine that brilliant mind with a good heart. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I absolutely cannot wait to see how you change the world.